Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Chasing women, especially for my younger fellas, is the biggest waste of time that you can do when you are young. Literally, probably next to being a crackhead or a drug addict, one of the biggest time wasters, biggest energy wasters that you can engage in, hands down, right? And I know I got young ladies that watch this. Young ladies, I love y'all. Mwah. Y'all are beautiful. But back to my fellas. Fellas, most young ladies that you are going to meet when you are younger have nothing to offer you, right? There is nothing that they can do to add to your life. I am sorry. You can feel any way. Someone can hop in my comment. Oh, she could help your business and stuff. Let's just be quite frank. First of all, if you're young as hell, you're probably not going to have a business to begin with, okay? Second of all, if you do get in, a lot of these guys get in these chase females to no end, get in relationships, then they get fat as hell, they get out of shape, their female sees them sitting on the couch, drinking beers, watching the game for 2 hours, then that relationship dissipates because the dude didn't spend any time working on himself, and the chick that he's with actually knew that he was chasing, right? And a lot of chicks like guys that chase. Let me tell you why. First of all, this is Tarik Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with yours truly. Your favorite Arab, your favorite baby daddy, ladies. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, a lot of young ladies like guys that chase. Let me tell you why. Because first of all, they know these guys reek of desperation. Second, that means if he is desperate, it means he will do anything that she wants. So she looks at him as a type of son, right? Now they have this kind of mommy and son dynamic. And I'm gonna make another video about this. Long story short, he was too busy chasing broads, too busy chasing females. Now you know what I'm saying? He done got up in a relationship in his early 20s. He's nowhere where he needs to be. He's nowhere where he needs to be in life. Physically, mentally, for shit show financially, right? And then he ends up ruining his life, right? Chasing tail all of his 20s. See, what society tells young men is, hey man, go out there and have fun. You feel me? YOLO, you only live once, right? The famous Drake line. This is the line that sparked a generation of YOLOs. You only live once, that's the motto, YOLO. Right? We all remember that song. This motto has stood for years. And it is crazy because a lot of young people follow this YOLO mentality. So what does this mean? Especially for young men. They're going to chase young ladies. Oh man, I might die tomorrow, so I might as well F these B words. Young ladies, I'm sorry, you feel me? That's how young men talk, right? I might as well F these B words. You feel me? And actually, before the Drake song, Jeezy said it in his Thug Motivation 101 album. He said, F bad B's, smoke big blunts. Who am I to tell you different? You only live once. Right? Y'all know what song I'm talking about. The Thug Motivation Intro 101. One of my favorite songs. See, it's messages like this. FB words. Who am I to tell you different? You only live once, right? These are the things that are constantly drilled into young men. And guess what? Young men are going to follow this stupid ass advice. There is nowhere, and you point and tell me if I'm wrong. In mainstream media, now this type of information that I'm talking about, this is the type of stuff that's hidden only for the elite. And I know Illuminati, you feel me, super esoteric elite type of shit, right? But in the mainstream media, you're not gonna hear one single thing being brought up to young men about building themselves, right? You're not gonna hear nothing about young men, make sure you're solid first before you even think about females, before you even think about women. Make sure you're stable. Make sure you're mentally stable, physically stable. Make sure your attraction is up to par to even attract a young lady, right? This takes several years. It's not an instant gratification. But you know what is instant gratification? Instant gratification is going out, chase and tail, maybe getting a one night stand, getting a hookup, then waking up the next morning and this chick bounces from your crib. Now you feel like shit. You feel empty on the inside, right? You're drunk as hell, hungover. Of course, most of these guys that chase broads do not hit the gym, right? Some of them do, right? Some of them do, but for the most part, they're not going to hit the gym. What they're gonna do is they're gonna wake up, watch the game, pound down a brewski, and flip through dating apps. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna do. And they're not gonna build themselves up for none of the future, right? They're only thinking about the short term, when in all reality, if they build themselves up in their early years and don't even, look, man, if you're young, you feel me? You're gonna come across some coochie. Like, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. You're gonna come across some coochie, okay? Some young lady is going to like you and you're gonna like her back, okay? Am I saying for you to just be this robot? Am I saying for you to just not live life? Not at all. But hey, look, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. If you do decide to deal with this young lady, keep in mind, she is, I'm sorry to say this once again, young ladies, but it's gonna make sense when I keep going, right? She is last on your priority. Okay, I mess with Sally, I mess with Maria, I mess with Becky, I mess with Shaniqua, with Habiba, you know what I'm saying? Fatima, whatever demographic. Okay, cool. She all right. Now it's back to my grind. All right, now it's back to the gym. Now it's back on my skateboard. Now it's back to creating content for YouTube. Whatever. Now it's back to my college studies. You feel me? That's the type of mentality you need to have, because let's just be honest. A lot of guys, they're chasing tail, right? And the one thing that will repel a woman, okay, like Raid repels goddamn roaches. Well, some roaches, because some of these roaches over here be some damn soldiers, right? You need to nuke them motherfuckers for them to die. But anyway, Desperation repels women like Raid repels roaches. You know what I'm talking about? It repels them like Raid repels roaches. They are disgusted by a dude that is thirsty. So chasing women in itself, it's crazy that the same thing that will make you laugh will make you cry. Let me explain what I mean by that. The same activity you're engaging to actually get women is the same activity that is going to repel them. Does that make any sense to y'all? The same thing that make you laugh gonna make you cry. So let me translate it to you. The same activity, you 21 years old. Let's imagine your age right now. You 21, you going out to these bars constantly. Your skin look like shit, your body looks like shit, because guess what? You're drinking almost every single day. You're depressed, your mood is fucked up, right? Because the only thing you think about is chase and tail, and you're doing drugs. This is all scenarios. Let me tell y'all something. What I'm describing right now is the average American male, right? So you doing, age 21, you doing all this bullshit, and you constantly chasing broads, you constantly swiping on Tinder, okay? And all this that you're doing to attract a woman is actually what's repelling them. Go fucking figure, okay? And yes, you will, if living a degenerate lifestyle in your younger years, if you happen to look good, you are going to score some cheap, fast coochie, right? Am I gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that you're not gonna get some quick, fast coochie? Right? I'm not gonna tell you that whatsoever. You will, but what is it worth in the long run? That whole time that you were spending chasing kitty cat like a thirst bucket, right? You could have, instead of that, the outing with your homeboys that are also thirsty as fuck. So now you going out with a group of thirsty ass dudes that all reek of thirstiness, right? Instead of doing that with them, you could spend that day, you know what I'm saying, working on your grooming, working on your fitness. Hey, look, you just saved a bunch of money too. You just saved a bunch of money by switching to Geico. You just saved a bunch of money by not fucking being thirsty. How about that, right? That's the new insurance slogan right there. Save what's in your wallet, right? If you're going out every single day, nothing. That's what's going to be in your wallet, right? And a lot of guys, bro, they will go out from Wednesday to motherfucking full 360 circle. Go out to clubs, go out to bars, constantly destroying their image. The same thing they're trying to do to get a chick is the same thing destroying their image. So when they get older, by the time they're 35, they're gonna look like a fucking dad, right? That is not even gonna attract. So they're defeating the whole purpose. Okay, like First Man said, that channel First Man, a man's 30s are supposed to be his prime. Unfortunately, most men's 30s are their decline. They start balding out, right? And I know sometimes it's genetic, right? I know sometimes it's genetic, but a lot of times it's from the diet. You know, the diet. They're 30, bro. These guys are 30 years old. 30 years old. They reached that age, and guess what? They have nothing to show for it because they were chasing coochie. You feel me? Chasing coochie, you're not gonna have nothing to show for it. Instead, what you should be doing is building yourself up. You feel me? Because building yourself up, you're gonna have to sacrifice that coochie in order to get the coochie. At the end, a high quality woman, right? Let me stop saying coochie because that sounds a little janky. That sounds a little trashy. A high quality woman, that's what you're gonna get if you work on yourself. Work on your physique. Shout out Ron Wills. You dig what I'm saying? This shit take time. Work on your finances. Okay? Because chasing women, all that's gonna do is land you some chick, low quality chick, that's gonna boss you around because you're a slob, and she sees that you have no kind of ambition besides chasing pussy and worshiping her, right? Instead of working on yourself. So by the time you like 32, man, hold up. You know, you got yourself together. You done sacrificed a whole bunch of that tail chasing. Now you looking good. Now when you step out, all eyes on you. You looking good, smelling good. Your skin is looking clear. You look younger than what you are, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. A lot of these guys, by the time, if you take care of yourself, by the time you reach 30, you're gonna look better than guys that did jack shit, destroy their body when they turn 30, right? AKA the average man, AKA the sheep, AKA the sheep man, right? The average man. He's gonna look like absolute garbage when he reaches 30 because he's been chasing pussy this whole time, and you're gonna look outstanding because you've been working on yourself. And in all honesty, I should have gave myself this message. I wish I knew this type of stuff when I was younger, right? But you guys have access to a wealth of knowledge. Fellas, I'm telling y'all, hold off on the twat, hold off on the coochie. I promise you, putting that work into yourself is going to better yourself in the long run. Love you, brothers. Peace.